Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to Battlesnake Snake Pit Live for a very special episode. Oh, God, I'm so excited. I've been pumped for a week. My name is Joe. It's so nice to be back on Snake Pit Live, and I'm joined by the wonderful casting crew. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
My name's
Yeah,
Chris.
Aileen. Oh, we did
I
it.
got in before you.
Just barely. And I'm Aileen.
And we have a special guest with us today. Who is this?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
It's Boss Man Brad.
I never get to hang out with you three anymore. This is cool.
It is cool to see
Upping
you.
the standard of celebrity here on Snake Pit Live. So if the presence of Brad wasn't enough to indicate that this is a super special episode, we are going to be doing a lot of fun things today. We have 2 tournaments to run. We've got a company tournament and the conclusion of the Caster's Crown. Brad is going to join us to run through how things are going to work next week, because in case you didn't know, next week is the last week of the Summer League. It's going to end on July 31st. Next Saturday is going to be the finale tournament when we wrap up and see who the winner is. The biggest piece of information that you need to know is that the ladder will still be running until July 30th. So on July 30th, the ladder will freeze, and that is when the participants for the tournament on the 31st will be locked in. So you've got pretty much 8 days. How is math? You've got a week, basically, -1, to get as high as you can in that ladder and lock yourself in. Brad, would you like to tell us how that tournament is going to work next Saturday?
Yeah, let's do it. So we put a blog post out earlier this week about how the Summer League tournament's going to actually be run. So all the details are there, but I just wanted to get on stream and talk about it a little bit. So there's a couple notable things. This time around for the Summer League tournament, so we're going to be doing what we normally do. There's going to be 3 divisions, like an isolated tournament for elite, platinum, and gold division, and then the top 3 from each of those tournaments are going to win particular prizes. That I don't know if we're announcing prizes today. I don't think we're announcing prizes today, but we'll.
If you don't know, then nobody knows.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the thing. But we do know what they are, which is great.
That was a little bit the lady doth protest too much there. That wasn't very reassuring, Brad.
We totally know what
we
they are.
Definitely know exactly what they are. Yeah, don't even question that. Yeah.
So great, you won't. I can't even talk.
But no, we just have to get them ordered. Len Payne says the website says you guys are announcing prizes today. Yeah, we can. I don't know. Ruth, tell me if we should announce prizes or not, and I'll keep going. Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We don't have pictures of it to throw up on screen. We're actually. Len Payne says yes. Yeah. We should now just do chat driven. The chat is the new booth.
Tell us
what else do you guys want to know about Battlesnake?
Yeah. What should the prizes be, Len?
What kind of socks are you wearing, Brad?
So we're actually getting custom medals made. So you're going to receive a medal in the mail that's going to be custom and engraved to you. It's going to have some Summer League adornments attached to it. And it's going to be bronze, silver, or gold based on placement. And then the elite competitors are also going to receive custom medals with your snake name and the Summer League and the year and everything on it.
So cool.
Very cool.
It's gonna be really fun. We got them custom, we got these little custom inserts made for them, which is really fun. I don't know if we can show them. I'll see if I can. Okay, the booth is gonna see if we can track something down, but don't worry about it if we can't. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we're interested in seeing how this plays out. So it's gonna be sort of like something you could wear, and maybe something you could wear to a future Battlesnake event too, which would be fun.
I don't know why I just had this thought, but when you go back to your old childhood house and you have your trophies and your medals from like sports as a kid.
No, I really don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, Aileen, you probably don't know what that is.
What that's like.
Flash
I have
forward.
some ribbons.
A whole array of Battlesnake medals. I just had that.
I just want them to be small. I want them to be small enough that you can have a lapel. Like how in the military, just have a bunch of little.
It would just sort of clips to your.
Get some more pins made. We could
get some stars for your. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. We should get like general stars that you just like attach to your whatever T-shirt you're wearing every day.
It should just be a hoodie.
And have Prutza come to the tournament one day with just this whole regalia of
yeah, just giant square.
Whole chest of just medals flopping around.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Okay. So we've got custom medals that we're gonna hand out to the winners of each tournament, and then anyone who makes it into elite will obviously receive a medal as well because we want to celebrate that. Let's start at the elite tournament. So Joe's kind of got the ladder up here. The elite tournament is going to feature top 16. So and I'm gonna talk about the reasoning behind these decisions in a second because I think they're important and it's something that we're going to change. But for elite, the top 16 are going to participate in the tournament next Saturday. So if you're currently in, I don't know how many elite competitors do we currently have?
We have 23.
23. So the top 16 of those 23 are going to make it into the tournament and have a chance to win. But everyone in the elite, if you make it in the elite, you're going to get your own elite competitor medal anyways. So don't worry about that too much. For the platinum division, we're going to take the top 32 for the tournament, and for the gold division, we're going to take the top 32 as well. Those top 16, top 32, top 32 are going to be locked in on Friday, so on July 30th.
There is not currently 32 in platinum, so there's plenty still to play for in platinum.
Yeah, I think there's a couple.
Math wrong. There's 30 in platinum, so 2 spaces left.
Well, there's 2 really close. Like if you look at gold, gold is coming up.
Two points in it. Yeah.
There's tons of space there for gold to move up. So we're excited to see how that goes. So that all gets locked in Friday evening. So make any changes you want to your snakes now, but then we're gonna start building the tournament brackets on evening, July 30th Pacific time. I should note it's Pacific time. And the tournament itself is going to start at in this time slot next Saturday, and we'll go live with the 3 tournaments. We want to talk a little bit about sort of the top 16, the top 32, top 32. So one of the things that we're learning is like we can only cast so many games, and there are so many more competitors in Summer League than there were in previous. Like we've almost doubled what we were doing in the Spring League, which was also a big, huge growth over the Winter Classic. So we're learning as we go, and we're trying to figure out how we can get more people in the tournament. And so there's been a lot of not criticism, but a lot of people stepping up and saying, hey, like it's unfortunate if I make it all the way to Elite League, but then I don't make it in the top 6, or I make it to Elite tier, but then I don't make it in the top 16, I don't get to be featured in the tournament. We just want to be like, we hear that 100%. And we're going to do the best we can this time around for Summer League, and then we're going to change some things next time. So this is the second league we've run with this tiering system. We've made some improvements this time around. We're going to continue to make improvements on this, and one of the things we're going to do with Fall League is play with some ideas to get more competitors involved in the actual tournament, because we think the tournaments are the most fun. It's definitely the most engaging and the most exciting to be a part of when you watch your snake up there and battle for prizes. So we just wanted to get on stream and just say, hey, we hear you. It's super important to us as well. And so we have some ideas. There's also, Joe, if you could go to the feedback repo. If you just go to play.battlesnake.com/feedback, you'll get there, or you can go to GitHub. Yeah. So
Feed snack.
Yeah.
There we go. Discussions.
So Netagra very kindly posted a format suggestion. If you have other suggestions for how we could change the format in the future, we'd love to hear them. We have ideas, but we're always open to listening to ideas from the community and figuring out how to make this better for everyone, and acknowledging that like these leagues are getting really big, and which is awesome. And there's so many more new people to the community that have been that have joined the community in the last 6 months. And so we're going to find ways to include as many people as we can, and just make the tournaments bigger and keep trying to do what we do. I think that's everything. If there's any questions in chat, happy to answer while I'm here. Yeah, Booth says they've got some metal shots.
Yeah, let me make that happen. I've been.
Oh, there they are. Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. So those are some design samples. I think they're going to exactly look like the ones on the right. Yeah, Booth says we're leaning towards the right ones. We just have some production questions to ask the company that we're working with. Yeah,
the silver looks classy. I think the gold clashes with the purple, if I'm honest. But I love stars, so I'm torn. Like,
I think some of us liked the chevrons because it's kind of Cody. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bit of like.
Oh yeah,
looks like ankle brackets.
Like the other one looks like a Sailor Moon, like moon magic makeup. Like you could do that with that metal, and I do.
But the one on the
right
is giving.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. The one on the right is giving me strong Stargate SG-1 vibes, which are very.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So, if there's no questions, thanks casting crew, thanks SPL for letting me jump on and giving me 10 minutes.
You're extremely welcome.
Yeah,
it was hard for us to fit you in, but we've managed it, and just hope you remember it when we need favors.
Yeah.
Done. All right, thanks, folks.
I like it.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Perfect. So thank you, Brad. I hope that cleared up questions for anyone in the chat who's been wondering about the tournament format and the recent changes. Do, as Brad said, throw questions into chat. Although he's not here on screen, if he's not lurking in chat, we'll make sure we get those questions to the people who can answer them, which is almost certainly not us. So on with the show. So we have a couple of cool things happening today, as I mentioned, which are both very exciting. A couple of things have been happening over the last few weeks. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's been this whole thing called the Caster Crown going on. I know it's been difficult to keep track of because I haven't been on the show, and so obviously the best house hasn't been represented. So I know you may not have been super interested, but we're going to be wrapping that up today. We don't need to talk about that at all. And so we're going to be seeing the House of Joe win, which is going to be wonderful.
You know, I don't know. I have one thing to say. A nice friendly thing to say, Joe. First is that I feel like your logo of everybody's, I would wear as a shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Like
nice.
Outside of
you wouldn't wear a filthy sock on it as a shirt.
Well, I kind of think all of them I would wear as a shirt, except
I would 100% wear Aileen's.
Totally. Come on. It's so cool.
It's unironically cool.
I want a desk mat and a flag and a shirt and I don't know, a rug. I would put that on a rug.
All you need to do to wear Chris is just not change your socks every day and you're there.
There you go.
So.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But anyway,
the COVID outfit, yeah.
COVID outfit, gross. But as much as I'm bantering, House of Joe is in last place. House of Chris is leading, but actually I believe we were told earlier that the scores on the website aren't up to date, and actually Aileen and House of Chris are currently tied.
Right.
No, the places. Yeah, Joe and Curtis
are tied.
The places are
We're
fine,
tied in
way to talk yourself down, Joe, and then just raise yourself right back up.
I am suddenly like, I feel so good now. We're back in it. Anyway, so House of Chris is running away, which I said I haven't been around, so I blame Aileen for that entirely because
I only just came up from the bottom.
You and Curtis have been letting Chris run away with this, and that is unacceptable.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's been hard to stop him. He's got a lot of favor from the crowd. The people love him, but it's all been hype just to make my rise from the bottom even more dramatic.
You Nessagreb is you've got the top scoring snake in the leaderboard as well right now.
Do I?
Oh. Well, as in of all the house snakes, Nessagreb is tallest, highest or
tallest, super tall. Nessagreb is so tall,
very tall snake. Let me go back to leaderboard show. So yeah, these are scores: 72 for Chris, 68 for Aileen, and I guess if me and Curtis are tied, that's 58 for us. If we jump over to the competitive ladder and have a look how our houses are doing on the ladder, Nessagreb is representing Aileen. They're in place 4. I believe Curtis is next. Sorry, not Curtis. Chris is next with Small Sco. And there's a House of Curtis as Haspid, who we will be seeing probably several times today because of the company tournament, which I'll get onto in a moment. And then House of Chris. House of Chris very represented. House of Curtis getting up there as well. Len Payne with Shai Halud down there in 25th. For the House of Joe, we're doing okay. So today we're going to be doing something a bit different. The last couple of weeks we've been doing showdowns. Today we're actually going to be running a full tournament, and what's exciting about the tournament is that every stage of the tournament is going to be a different game mode, which I think the booth crew certainly regret setting that up. It's been complicated, but it's going to be very fun and chaotic to watch. So that's going to be the second half of the show. The first half of the show, is going to be a company showdown. So as we scroll this board, you will see numerous snakes have big company tags. We've got Haspid for AWS. We've got AWS again. We've got Certain. We've got Schneider down here somewhere. A bunch of company snakes up and down the leaderboard. Benevity. We are going to be putting all those snakes head to head and seeing which company arises with the crown. Our RBC down here with Phil the Cheese Snake.
Oh yeah.
Classic. It is worth noting that AWS do have a lot of snakes in the board. And I believe some of these top snakes are interns as well, which is very cool. The majority of them are interns. We ran a tournament for their interns, and part of the prizes was representing the company. So it'll be very cool if an intern won today. So that's gonna be what we do first. We're gonna be going through that tournament and seeing how the companies do.
Very exciting.
That is pretty much all of the run through. Am I forgetting anything, folks?
I don't know. I'm just here to talk about prizes and
yeah, Ian,
I think
I'm excited to chirp Curtis's team while he's not here.
Yeah, it's very exciting to be able to talk about Curtis when he's not around.
A lot of positivity on this stream for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just a lot friendlier and less evil, and just generally.
There's no twiddling moustaches. Do I have to like start twirling my moustache to fit in with to fill in the role?
Yeah, twiddle it more. Yeah, there
we go.
If anything, I think you're got yes.
There's some Curtis representation.
Yeah, it's like he's here. It's the ghost of Curtis.
We could only hope. But Chris, I believe you have a very special role we need to kick off.
Yes, absolutely. You've heard me talk about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. Our amazing, amazing partners who help us do everything we do, who support Battlesnake. The whole goal, mission of getting more people coding. They're very important. We're talking about AWS, we're talking about RBC, we're talking about GitHub, 3 titans of the tech industry who are supporting us do the things we do. We've talked about different ways to, let them know how, what you guys think, running out to the street and shouting their name, going on their social and letting them know. One thing I was thinking is that we could all get matching tattoos, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like kind of like an amalgamation of all the
partner logos.
One logo.
Maybe like the GitHub octopus, maybe with
on
the AWS swish,
and then the lion.
So what you're saying is violate the brand guidelines of all 3 partners on our bodies.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, exactly. A visual portmanteau, as the booth says.
Yeah, you get yours first, and then I promise I'll get mine after.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll leave that one off.
We just need to see, how you compose it, so we can make sure we don't mess it up, because the vision is obviously very firm in your head, and we don't want to misrepresent it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, regardless, if you like what we're doing here on the stream, folks, please let them know. That's AWS, that's RBC, that's GitHub. And as well, go check out the Replit promo that's on right now. I think it'll show up in the chat. But you can use the promo code for a 3-month hacker plan that gives you a bunch of upgraded features, including the ability to set your Replit to always on. A fantastic feature, especially for Battlesnake. So the promo link will be in the chat. It's play.battlesnake.com/replit/promo.
And while we're talking about supporting those partners, next Thursday, we have Brian Douglas from GitHub joining us to do a stream where we see how far we can get just using GitHub Copilot. So if you want to say thank you to GitHub, you can come thank Brian in person next Thursday. That
would be the coolest stream using Copilot, hey?
Yeah, it's going to be wild. We'll talk more about that at the end.
Okay.
So
that's it for me. But that is the second, most exciting part of the stream. I think the most exciting part of the stream is coming right up. We need Game of Thrones music playing over top of that.
Yes, we get DMCA'd.
Yeah. No, we probably already did just now. Well, everyone, it's that time again. It's the prize corner with me, Aileen, your prize queen, and we're giving away 1 month of Battlesnake membership once again, which is really rad. I think you get discounts in the Battlesnake store, which I just looked, and there's actually a desk mat in there, which I didn't realize. But I kind of want.
That is cool.
It is very cool looking, and it would match my aesthetic, which is basically Sailor Moon colors. Yeah, and what else do you get? You get like all of the really sweet like heads and tails and things like that. It's like, you know, it may or may not be $5 a month, so you should probably do it anyways. But in this case, you're gonna get it for free. So how do you do that? You type the word crown into the Twitch chat. Just type it in there, hit enter. There you go. You got NH Kerrigan. I already did it. You can just copy paste if you don't want to figure out how to spell. And then later on, we're going to do a draw of all these fine people, and someone's going to get it. The $5 1-month Battlesnake membership, but it's yours for free. We're so generous.
Here, one time only.
You're speaking very slowly and intensely, and I imagine it's just from concentrating, trying to keep the crown on your head.
It honestly is. It's very, my headset doesn't really allow it to sit on my head properly, so I'm trying to stay really still. It's like when you do it like straight back, like put some books up there, it's the exact same thing. There you go. Okay. Type crown in. Yeah, and then we'll do a draw, and then we, I believe we will DM you to get your information so that we can give you that, and you get a sweet membership.
Perfect.
That's kind of
thank you so much, Prize Queen. So that's crown. I just celebrate both the caster's crown conclusion, I imagine, but also just in general celebrate the hallmark of our Prize Queen.
Oh, can I just get him with one last jab?
Yeah.
That's the only crown you'll get to wear today. There's something there.
So
okay.
Close.
Absolutely
Real close.
Brutal.
Okay.
Brutal. Cool. Nice try.
Yeah, thanks.
Chris better get dunked on now.
Right to my heart.
Yeah, so let's kick off the first of our two tournaments. We do have two tournaments, and we have to plow through them. So we're going to start with the Company Showdown. That was the wrong one. This is the right one. So we have some brackets made for the Company Showdown. We've got 4 snakes in each group, I do believe, except the last one that's got 3 snakes. Although, as we noted, AWS are rolling deep with their squad here with many snakes. That does mean they are competing against each other. So it may go poorly for them. It would be terribly embarrassing if AWS ends up eliminating themselves. So we have in Group A, Kevin Durant from Benevity, Snake Plissken. I didn't realize, not to keep accidentally being the caster who never has any idea what's happening. But I did not realize that so many of the snakes whose names I actually know were from companies. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Snake Plissken, Haspid, and Lars. Haspid and Lars both being AWS. And then Group B, we have the Certain Snake. Wonder which company is that from? Certain Snake. DDT. Isn't DDT that insecticide? The mosquito killer? From Benevity.
Yeah.
I
think you're right.
The insecticide that melts plastic or something terrifying.
Terrifying
snake.
Yeah.
It keeps the mosquitoes away, doesn't it? Isn't that what it's for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
is.
they spray it in neighborhoods.
Random Snake and In the Mood from AWS. It's very exciting seeing these, not to hype up AWS too much in this tournament, but recognizing some of these snakes from the AWS internship tournament we did not too long ago, and just having some idea of what's coming up. A lot of those snakes were super entertaining. So some of these snakes, like Phil the Cheese Snake from RBC, we've seen around and they're pretty well known by now. And I think it's going to be really interesting seeing them collide with these newer internship snakes. So we have Acid Burn from Jay Harper, Phil the Cheese Snake from RBC, and Throwing from AWS, who will hopefully not throw the tournament.
Right.
If somehow you've turned up here today and you haven't seen one of our tournaments before, how this works is each group will play twice, and the winner from each of those games will advance. They will be removed from the next game. So Group A, the first time that plays, it'll be all 4 snakes. The winner will advance to the next stage, and then the group we played again minus that snake. So the second playthrough gets a little bit easier. I think that is all the preliminaries. Shall we kick off?
Very excited.
Let's go.
I know I don't want to go too deep on the AWS thing too, but I also like the idea that there's kind of almost like an internal AWS intern ladder happening that, it's like So I'm looking forward to seeing the results of that as well.
I want to address something Len Payne has said. The Caster's Crown is after this tournament. However, this is running, as I said, we're running a full tournament. It's a little bit different to the showdowns. So in previous SPLs, there has been a showdown where we've asked you to go on and join with your snake. because this is the finale and because we're taking it all just a little bit too seriously and we have to set up the tournament, we actually chose our tournament teams in advance for the Caster's Crown. So your snakes have been, we've drafted our teams based on who showed up the last couple of weeks for the SBL showdowns, based on who's been representing our teams. And so you will not have to do anything with clicking links or entering your snakes manually today, like in the showdowns. That is all set up and ready to go. And we will reveal which snakes have been chosen by the casters for their finale teams after we get through this tournament. Len Payne. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. Len Payne, obviously, as the die-hard and high-performing House of Joe Snake that you are in. Do not worry. So this is the first of our company tournament, company showdown games. We have Haspid representing AWS in the bottom right. Kevin, let's see if I can remember where these all come from. Kevin Durkant representing Benevity in the bottom left.
I'll try to get the league open.
But thank you. Lars representing AWS in the top left, and then Snake Pliskin representing Schneider in the middle right.
You got it. You can tell because the color.
Today. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So as ever, Young Edge Kogan is wondering if I rigged the tournament. Why would you think I would do that? As ever, should we begin our tournament with a countdown?
Is there any other way?
I
absolutely do not think there is.
I mean, no.
As usual, you find folks in the Pacific are going to have to lead it because I will follow you a little bit out of time.
All right, down from 3?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. 3,
2,
1.
Here we go.
Battlesnake.
So Kevin just Durkant with a little bit of a lead. The Hazard Source is coming in, and Snake Pliskin and Heaven Durkant are at. Lars is staying tiny. We saw this in the AWS tournament. They mutually eliminated themselves. Now we're left with just AWS snakes. Exactly what we said would happen, where the AWS snakes are going to knock out each other. Lars, we saw this in their tournament, likes to stay small. That was very risky with that food dive, long dive into the hazard, and then Haspid took them.
Wow.
Haspid. Sorry, go on.
Quick one.
Let's go look at that elimination between Kevin Durkant and Snake Pliskin, because they were leading on size. So at this point, Kevin Durkant had the lead, and then Snake Pliskin also died with 7. So they just mutual head-to-head. They just decided. Yeah, I guess Kevin was like, "Oh no, that's Pliskin's got food there. Why would you not go for Lars?" Yeah. So well done, Haspid. Haspid goes through, and now we get the next game minus Haspid. It's a little bit easier, especially for Lars, the snake that likes to stay absolutely tiny. So they've got a little bit more room to maneuver. So we've got Schneider in the top, Kevin Durkant representing Benevity on the left, and Lars on AWS in the bottom left. Here we go.
Yeah, Lars pulling out that strategy of just duck in between the snakes.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Little guy.
I honestly cannot deal with cute small snakes. It just makes me too nervous to see. There they go. Kevin Durkant has just eaten them. But Snake Pliskin and Kevin Durkant very.
Wow!
Came for him in the sauce.
In the sauce.
As soon as he went down.
So that is.
What?
So go ahead.
Oh, I was just like, what was the backup plan there for Kevin Durkant? Like, if Snake Pliskin didn't go sideways,
you don't need a backup plan.
No backup plan.
Yeah, actually, because they couldn't. What is it? This is 15. They're on. I can't see what the actual number is, but anyway, they would have. Yeah, with at least 6 steps out, they would have definitely not made it.
Right.
Good job, they won. So that is Group A. Group A lightning fast. So we've got an AWS snake with Haspid and a Benevity snake through. That's right. Let me give that a refresh. Perfect. Yep. So on to group. So there we go. Current standings. So Kevin Durkant from Benevity and Haspid from AWS going through. Rolling on to Group B. Hazard confidence. Exgon says that's hazard confidence right there. You'd love to see it.
Oh, I like that.
Once again, my conspiracy theory that the tournaments are actually arranged by color scheme, really showing. So we've got certain snake, perhaps a certain win in the bottom right, DDT in the top right, in the mood in the top middle, and random snake, giving us a little bit of the game away. So certain snake being from certain DDT, that was Snyder. Back me up, team.
Right.
Snyder, In the Mood, AWS, Random Snake, Benevity.
Sorry, Benevity.
Perfect. Awesome. I've been sent straight to pun jail with Battlesnake. Okay. Let's kick Group B off.
All right.
So, oh wow, quick eliminations, really quick eliminations. That was
Look
heads
at
and
that.
bodies. So
Certain Snake, not the first to die.
And now we're left with Certain Snake versus an AWS Snake. In the Mood likes to play a little bit passive. It does tend, if I remember correctly, this is also a snake that sometimes went for like slamming them against the wall. Be interested to see how it does in AWS. We didn't play, sorry, in Royale mode. We didn't play Royale mode with them before. That is a deep dive in the source of Certain Snake.
Wow, Certain Snake.
Hey,
oh, that's too deep.
That is
too deep.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's In the Mood made us going through because of a self-elim from Certain Snake. Arguably had the lead by a big margin. Let's go back and have a look at that Trail of Chaos. All of these games are played out kind of similarly at the beginning, where like there's just some rapid fire eliminations right there at the beginning.
Totally.
So this looks like it was a mistake from Random, and then a head-to-head with
mistake or just a random choice.
That is a good point. So here we lose DDT to Random. Yeah, there was just Random got that all-important middle food, the one dangling food, and used it to good effect to take out DDT. And then we saw Random Snake, just full-on random behavior collide into Certain. Okay, well done, In the Mood.
Nice. And you know what? Second place, I have high hopes for Certain Snake in this next round.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Thanks for the sub, Hexagon.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Here we go. Random Snake doing its thing. Oh, nope, there we go. Doing it straight into someone's body.
Wow.
So DDT and Certain.
Now, where was DDT from?
Benevity.
Benevity, okay.
So Benevity could end up with two snakes going through if they win this one. Certain Snake being a little more cautious with this. No, there we go.
No! Oh, can you go back? Did DDT snag that food?
They did, yeah.
So, wow.
But they were bigger. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Oh, you
nice.
eat after you kill. That's interesting. That makes sense.
Important sequence of events, yeah. Well, so that is two Benevity snakes through.
Nicely done.
Let's quickly make sure that we are remembering that correctly. Let me move that tab there. Yes, two Benevity snakes. Benevity, we've got Kevin DeCant and DDT representing Benevity, and Haspid and In the Mood representing AWS. Our next bracket, we could have a third Benevity snake or third AWS snake, or we could have Phil the Cheese Snake from RBC.
I love that name so much. It never gets old.
I love that they're using this is the RBC head, isn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
The little bowler hat.
Oh, that's so good.
Part of our matching tattoos.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to get the winner's logo tattooed on our
forehead.
Mm-hmm.
So Acid Burn from Benevity in the bottom, Phil the Cheese Snake from RBC on the middle left, and Throwing from AWS in the top left.
Oh,
the evil Codas-esque mustache. Here we go. The last of the group stages. We're either going to see three AWS snakes.
Oh,
wow, okay. That's Throwing has thrown and has lost to a head-to-head with Acid Burn. Acid Burn has a huge lead. There we go.
Wow.
That's what I say.
Wow. Look at both of those eliminations. They were extremely similar.
Oh, really? Just Acid Burn mopping up?
Yep. Just
you're right.
Edging it out, and then a couple turns later.
Scary.
Yeah. Wow, it's truly living up to the killer whale skin. I love that.
Yeah. So that is a third snake for Benevity. And
really?
Are we doing a second game? Yes, we are doing a second game in this group.
This is going to become Benevity versus AWS. Is that what's happening?
It does look like that's what's happening. Okay. Phil the Cheese Snake versus Throwing. Who will take the last available spot? So Phil the Cheese Snake just going around the outside, and it is AWS. Tough luck, RBC and Phil the Cheese Snake. We love you. We appreciate
you. Love you.
What is that tail?
It's like a little alligator tail. Dino.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little stubby alligator tail.
Stubby alligator tail.
Okay, let's go see those groups. So, Group A, we've got Benevity versus 2 AWSs, and then Group B, we've got an AWS against 2 Benevities.
That's
perfect.
That is awesome.
Interesting.
So this group is going to be interesting. So we've got Acid Burn against Throwing, and we already saw Acid Burn very aggressively wipe out Throwing. So that's going to be an interesting group. And then DDT, Haspid. Kevin DeCant also played Haspid. So we've got some. This might not be a super surprising round, but yeah, we've got two existing matchups going at it again for a second try. Oh,
nice palette.
That's a good palette.
It is a good palette. But also the RNG has decided that we want this game to be fast and brutal.
Yeah,
or putting them all in the top left.
Corner.
Yeah. So we've got the hyper aggressive Acid Burn in the bottom, in the mood, in the top corner from AWS, and Throwing from AWS on the outside. Let's kick this off. So Acid Burn's one to watch. Are they going to go for some quick kills again? It looks like they are.
Yes! Wow!
And now they're straight on the hunt for the mood.
Them.
In the mood,
Love
swerved it. In the mood's doing a good job.
Now they're the same size.
Yeah.
Gotta get some food.
Oh, okay, they're behind again, but in the mood has the opportunity to close it, and they do. They're doing a really good job at fending it off every time they come close. It's funny, they like present their head to Acid Burn every time.
Wow.
Well done in the mood. So I want to point out a couple of the early dodges. There were some beautiful early dodges in that.
Yeah, no quick wins for Acid Burn here.
No. They did eliminate Throwing very quickly.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, so there's like
Acid
Burn is on the chase here,
dodging.
Yeah. And then gets around him, and then comes back up, and there we go. We're on the chase again. Dodges, and then equalizes size, and it's wrap up from there.
Awesome.
Just the food race was fascinating there.
Yeah. So in the mood, and they do a snake going through. So that leaves us Throwing an Acid Burn. And I don't want to call this a foregone conclusion, but we have seen Acid Burn absolutely dumpster Throwing twice now. So this is going to be a little rough.
Just really setting up that dark horse there.
Yeah, but it does have to be said, to be in this place, to be wearing the AWS logo, Throwing has already performed very highly in a previous tournament. So Throwing is already a champion. So they don't need this win. They're giving it to Acid Burn. You know, have the pity medal. I've got mine.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So how long will Throwing last this time? Well, they've got the size advantage. Actually, they may be flipping this. They've got the size advantage by
an
almost unclosable margin now.
Whoa.
What is happening? This
what
is
going
again
to happen now?
A classic tournament example of the minute you reduce the
Caster Curse alive and well.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, the minute you reduce the number of snakes on the board, things you've seen previously tend to flip over, and then Throwing went and literally threw the game.
I mean, it is in their name.
Hashtag Throwing.
There was no. Yeah, that's rough. Sorry, Throwing. Congratulations, Acid Burn. Although that one, you weren't in the position to get that quick kill. You did get 2 very swift eliminations previously, so I guess you earned that one. Okay, so it's in the mood and Acid Burn through to the finals. Let's see what we get from Group B.
1-1, Benevity and AWS, so that's good.
Yeah, so DDT from Benevity, Haspid from AWS, and Kevin DeCant from... Wait, I don't know, wrong? From Benevity. Haspid, am I correct in saying that Haspid is currently the top ranking of any of these company snakes in the Summer League arena?
You are correct. They're in 13th place right now.
So they are the one to beat. It's going to be a tough game for the Benevity pals. It'd be really... Have I still got the shouts graph? I do. I don't think it would have happened, but if any of the companies, saw this tournament coming and programmed in some shouts for their snakes, that would be very cool. As in like making the snakes coordinate so they didn't hit each other. That'd be great.
I love it.
Anyway, let's kick off. So Haspid not able to get food from the Benevity. The Benevity people are probably ganging up on it, and they eliminated him.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Okay, that was absolutely brutal. Poor Haspid from the off was just hounded straight away in a Benevity sandwich, not able to get any food, every food denied, just hounded from both sides until the elimination. Yeah.
The pinch.
Wow. That just goes to show DDT is in 78th place, Kevin DeCant 84th place.
Yeah.
But when you work together,
Yeah.
Teamwork makes
friendship is magic. Oh,
and this is also a great example of like, you know, we've been playing lots of games on the Summer League. You have seen, you know, there are big point gulfs between some of those snakes in different brackets, but the tournament environment is a very different thing. You know, the points have worked out across we're nearly up to 600,000 games played, and then in the tournament, you know,
it's just
managing to eke out an average higher than 50% win rate is not a strategy you can play in the tournament brackets. I just want to quickly check. Oh my god. They are shouting. The two Benevolity Snakes are shouting.
What?
Are they actually cooperating?
I want
we only have two shouts, and we can't tell what turn those shouts came out. No. And they're like
cool.
out of my way, and you can't guard me.
What does that mean?
That does look
love
like
it.
like coded messages.
Yes, chat, you can see shouts now.
Well, we can see shouts.
Wait, we can see shouts?
We can see shouts.
We can see shouts.
Yeah, so we can, the casters, we not, you're all wonderful people.
We're special. We're
shout,
better.
people could put naughty things in the shouts.
People could put
so, yeah, so only we can be accountable for if someone puts some absolute filth in the shouts. You get to blame.
And lots of training to prepare for these types of things.
Yeah.
So now we have an AWS versus Benevity head-to-head. So it'd be interesting to see if there are any shouts this time, or if they only shout there's Benevity Snake. I really hope they're coordinated. We need to get hold of Benevity and ask.
I mean, that was a pretty coordinated murder.
It did look very cool. Yeah. Okay, here we go. The last of the group stages. Haspid does have the early size advantage by a margin now, and they are.
Wow.
Kevin, why?
Didn't want to go into the sauce, I guess.
We need to talk about Kevin.
But like even then, it could have tail chased. No,
and there is a shout.
Yeah, there is a shout. You can't guard me. Okay, maybe Kevin just always says you can't guard me.
Maybe they're just always saying.
Yeah, Kevin could tail chase it. If they go right, then it'll be the tail. Then they can tail chase. Yeah,
just gave up.
Just a mistake. There was no timeout, right? No timeout. Well, that is Haspid through. So let's have a look at where we are on the. Did I press that X? Oh, I missed. Where we are on the standings. So that gives us 2 Benevity and 2 AWS. Now we'll really get to see if they're collaborating.
Ooh,
very cool.
So tournament finals. This now works a little bit differently. Tournament finals is the first to 3 wins, not best of 3, first to 3 wins. So a single snake has to win 3 times to close out the tournament. That means it could be 3 games over and done in a sweep, or we could go a really long time as it goes back and forth. As soon as a snake gets to 2 wins, we enter danger territory where any game could end it. But often we end up going really far. And every time we get to that situation lately, we've had a reverse sweep. So let's see what happens. Let's dig into the finals of the 2 Benevity Snakes and the 2 AWS Snakes. What a well-balanced tournament. Along the way, we have lost Schneider and RBC and Certain.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all for playing. Thank you for entering Snakes and putting your logo up there on the leaderboard. And obviously those logos are still competing out in the Summer League. We appreciate you. They were all great games. They've all been super fun to watch. Thank you to all of those participating companies for supporting Battlesnake in the ways that you have. So, are we ready for the finals, folks?
Here we are.
This amazing narrative, Benevity versus AWS.
This is where company rivalries are truly born. Not in the profit margins, not in the product portfolios. Here in Battlesnake.
In the arena.
Yeah.
In the arena.
So we have Acid Burn bottom right, DDT top right, Haspid bottom left, and in the mood. Wait, is this is literally AWS on the left, Benevity on the right?
Yes.
Amazing. So DDT was the snake shouting out of my way. We didn't check on snakes from Acid Burn previously, so we'll have a look on shouts from Acid Burn. So have a look at that. But Acid Burn is super aggressive. So here we go. Finale game 1. Lem Payne is shouting for team left. That's AWS. Okay, Acid Burn does look like it was chasing DDT, but who's to tell? Acid Burn out, ran to the wall by in the mood. They're very close on food right now, but there are DDT and Haspid are starting to pull away. That's a sandwich for the Benevity Snake, and they eliminate themselves in the hazards.
Ouch.
And now it's just down to the 2 AWS Snakes. And Haspid eliminates themselves again for the second time.
Oh, in the hazard sauce.
Hazard sauce. Let's have a quick look at the shouts. No,
Yeah.
just DDT
Okay.
shouting out of my way again. Okay.
Love it.
Okay, I think maybe there isn't collaboration going on. I think maybe it looked very probable, but
It was pretty
Maybe not.
impressive.
One to watch in the future.
yeah. So
Still want to see it. Still
game
waiting.
1. Yeah. Game 1 to In the Mood. Okay. Now, we're a bit more spread out. Are we still paired up? We are still paired up. Acid Burn and DDT for Benevity on the bottom row. And here on the right, we've got Haspid In the Mood. Here we go, game 2. Will In the Mood continue to solidify that lead? Edge cloak. Well, okay, that's
Ooh.
DDT Collider itself, an incorrect tail chase. That might be a food situation. We'll go back and have a look.
Oh, that's interesting.
Acid Burn, staying not able to get much food, so not able to press with its usual aggression, whilst Haspid is running away with
Oh
it.
no!
Oh, no.
In the mood!
Whoa.
Okay. Well, that's another win for an AWS Snake. This is playing really... What has happened to Acid Burn? Is it just me, or is Acid Burn...
Right. Well, maybe
Struggling.
Acid Burn's really good at eking out those wins against snakes
throwing.
that aren't able to dodge it, but
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to get that size advantage either. Like, they
Yeah,
really don't turn it
true.
on until they get bigger, but they've just been totally bullied out of the food situation.
DDT just took a wrong move. They went right here instead of left. Why did they go right there? Who are they against? Oh, there might have been... Is this over aggression? No. Yeah, so DDT is bigger than In the Mood. Looks like it moves towards the head and then just gets itself into a bad spot and has to go out. And then it was Haspid out next? Or was it Acid Burn out next? It was... Okay, Acid Burn. Why did this happen? What?
Same thing.
what?
No, there could have gone left. Yeah, just a bad call.
It's tough.
Wow.
And then
It's
in the
very
mood,
suspicious.
into the
In the Mood was Hazard Source. Yeah, deep dive. Why could they have gone? No, I see. Even if they had left the Hazard Source, yeah.
right.
Even if they had left the Hazard Source here, they would have starved. Dang, tough. Okay, so that's 2 wins for 2 different AWS Snakes. So we are still at least 2 games away from a conclusion. Will we continue to stretch these games, or will we draw a little bit closer? Let's see what happens. So we've got a mix-up now. We've got Acid Burn and Haspid on the right, and DDT and In the Mood on the bottom. Who have I selected? Here we go.
Good.
Game 3.
Whoa.
Okay, Acid Burn does have a little bit... Oh, no, we've lost DDT in a head-to-head with Haspid. So that's AWS taking out Benevity.
Oh,
Acid Burn struggling again.
yeah.
Not
Just can't get
yet.
that food.
Food.
In the Mood doing
Oh,
a
there we
deep
go.
dive.
A little bit more food.
Still pretty behind though.
Yeah.
Oof.
We're getting very space constrained. We're gonna...
Oh, there it is.
Mood taking an
yeah.
Acid Burn. Okay. And Haspid has a bit... There we go. That's what I was about to say. Haspid has a bit of a lead.
A bit of a lead.
Bit of a lead.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
I think Acid Burn just doesn't go into the sauce for food, and I think the other snakes are going into the sauce for food.
Okay.
Like, they're able to make that decision. So like Acid
Right.
Burn is really only left with the food that's left inside inside the sauce-free zone.
Though we have seen Haspid kill themselves twice that way, so that is the sort
It's
of thing
true,
that
yeah,
causes
yeah.
strain.
So it's a bit of a balance, but
Yeah.
getting that early food lead, you kind of need to be able to dip.
Yeah. Well, that is the second win for Haspid, which now means we are in the danger zone. Haspid could win in this next game. They are the current of the company snakes. They are the highest in the leaderboard. They're currently
True.
13th.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be unexpected.
The only company snake in the elite category.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
is there a snake in platinum?
There is one in that's In the Mood. Is in,
In the Mood.
the next level down. Yeah.
So it does have to be said, given that AWS are dominating the Summer League leaderboard, Benevity have put on a very strong showing here. Like, they have
Yes.
wiped
very
out a lot of
impressive.
AWS snakes on the way here, and
Yep.
they are holding their own mostly to a point in this finale. Okay, possibly the last game.
Also the last one. Okay.
So we're looking for an early death from DDT. That has been the pattern the last couple of games, but DDT are pretty big at the moment, so maybe we'll be okay. They are in fact the biggest. We've lost Acid
Oh,
Burn.
Acid
so
Burn.
Acid Burn.
don't know what happened. They hit a wall.
Yeah, out of bounds. Maybe they just.
Oh, okay, but now we're down. Okay, this could be it.
Be
Sorry,
it.
Chris, you can say.
Yeah. No. This is it. I'll talk about it after.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, I did not think they had enough space there.
Oh no, Haspid's doing it again.
Oh, Haspid gets it.
I wasn't even looking. What? Oh.
So okay, Haspid managed to get food, and then in the mood, just would they have been if Haspid didn't get that food? Would they have been able to tail chase out of that? No. In the mood was doomed the minute they went up here, and I guess they have wanted to avoid. They could have easily gone into the house. There was enough food into the house to get them through and out. But yeah,
they didn't realize there was no more space up there. Oh, look at the confetti! Oh, that's nice.
Oh, there's confetti.
Haspid.
So that is Haspid. Well done, Haspid.
Well done, Haspid.
I was going to say that I think Acid Burn got into the sauce and then just didn't know what to do. Like that was just a.
It just got forced into the sauce and they were like, bleh!
Oh, I didn't go back and have a look. Oh,
no.
Can I? What happens if I do this? Game 4. There we go. I can go back and have a look at it.
Whoa, cool! I didn't actually even know you did it. Oh.
Yeah. Let's have a look what happened here.
Oh, look at the little ice creams.
Yeah. Now we're on Summer League. What happened to Acid Burn?
Oh yeah.
So.
Just
bye into the sauce.
Oh, the food they had. They went for the food. The sauce came in, and then they just were like, "I don't know where I am anymore."
Yeah, and then as you pointed out earlier, Chris, they never made a dive into the. Or might have been Aileen, so I can't remember who said it, but they have never made a dive into the source, and so maybe they just literally don't have a way to get out of source once they're in it. They just like. Yeah.
Right. Crosses a wall. They're just like, I'm dead.
I'm in a wall. I don't know.
Send no, and then if they don't send anything in, then they just keep going forward.
Right.
Wow. Well,
there you go.
Well done, AWS. Of the finals, we played 4 games, and all of those wins went to AWS Snakes, and Haspid closing it out. I said not an enormous surprise given the current state of the Summer League leaderboard, but they did have to work for it. So thank you for all the teams who played. Obviously, the AWS interns. Just again, incredible that those snakes came from interns. It's super cool. And then Benevity, Certain, and Schneider. Thank you all for playing. And RBC. Thank you all for playing. That is it for our company showdown. Now we get to move on to tournament 2 of them. Oh god, we don't usually do 2 tournaments in one SPL. Feels like
2 for the price of 1.
Keep it going.
This feels like we should have a halftime show of Beyonce or something coming on now. Like this is. We'll just flash to Curtis on vacation. The booth is very kindly asking for a break, but we are machines. We are good. We can keep on plowing.
I'm always able.
He says for himself. If anyone else wanted to dive in there, feel free to take up that offer. But otherwise, let's go. So, I realize this view doesn't give us an easy way to talk about which snakes we picked. Before we go into the Casters Crown tournament and we show the brackets, do we want to talk about which snakes we drafted for this concluding tournament, folks?
Sure. Do you want to go through like each group and kind of talk about pick out the ones that we have on each team?
Yeah, I'll have to do that via the ladder because we don't have a view of all of them. So I'll open the ladder and you can tell me which snakes you picked and I'll go find them.
Or we could go through the tournament.
And then just I see each group in the tournament.
Yeah. Because you can see my snakes look like they're my snakes.
Yeah, we're there. Okay, we have it open. So, Group A, we have
starting off with my snake, Black Hole.
Black Hole is your snake?
Hegbert. Yeah, this is me, which I am this was an early recruit into the House of Aileen and has been a stalwart member of our I want to say gang, but Coven. Oh,
that's a good name. Yeah. What is the what's the word like the what's the word for a group of things? Like you know how a crow is a murder.
Yeah.
Collective noun. There we go. Thank you, Booth. The collective noun for a group of House of Aileen.
That's the word for that.
I didn't know that was that word.
Like a boomba of snakes is a.
It's a collective noun.
Collective noun. Well, you're welcome, everybody, for the grammar lesson and entertainment.
Yeah. Dutch Viper, I do believe, is House of Curtis, which I do have to say, as the only member of the casting crew outside of North America and actually living in the Netherlands, I feel slightly robbed by the fact the Dutch Viper has chosen Curtis.
As you should.
But
maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know that.
Maybe. But also maybe they're just not nationalist, which I guess is respectful in its own way.
Sure.
I mean, they are evil, so they did betray you.
Fair.
I have the one and the only Rocket Scarf by Hexagon. Totally on brand tail, totally on brand color, totally on brand head. Loving what I see. Gotta love it.
It's truly
and
cute.
Shane, same story for Shahilud. Shahilud, I think, was the first snake in the House of Joe. Thank you, Len Payne, who is rocking it in the chat. And we do the House of Joe head is, of course, the Doom Worm, so very appropriate for Shahilud. Bless the maker and his waters. Shahilud will be representing us as our first snake today.
We should say too that like the collection of snakes that we've chosen for all of our snakes are kind of the all stars from these last few weeks of the showdowns. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't been watching.
Yeah, we are trying to, and also that does one thing we will say. You will see in some of our selections that in some cases not every snake we have picked is a house member, and that's in part because some houses that have had disproportionate media representation, like the poor House of Joe, have struggled with attendance, but also because we want to reward folks who have showed up to the showdowns, and that has not necessarily always been house members. This is a strong group as well. We've got to say Hegberg, Dutch Viper, Extagon, and Len Payne. That's a strong group. Group B. Aileen, would you like to kick it off?
Yes, Deviel is second slither. That is one of my other snakes. We did a really good. We had a really good day the last showdown. I think they were very winningest snake for me. So I'm really excited about that one.
They were kind of the snake that brought you up from the pits.
Yeah, they were one of the snakes that sort of brought me right up into the leaders circle there.
Second sliver, giving you your second chance.
Oh, back to the dungeon.
And then I just gotta say, Pepper Longstocking again with the sock in the name. We're killing it here over on the House of Chris, House of Sock with Chili Pepper. So much appreciated.
Pepper Longstocking your highest ranked snake as well, or is it the second? They're up there, right? They're up there.
Yeah, they're up there. I think Pepper Longstocking, in 14th place, totally.
Cool.
So that's our ace in the hole.
Perfect. And then I'm guessing Coria is going to be for Curtis. Corey is an all-round amazing person, always in the Discord, always chatting, joins a lot of the streams. Great to see Corey represented. Yeah, and using the snail head. The business snail.
Yeah.
Business snail. I love business snail so much.
And then Penelope Zone for House of Joe. Penelope joined actually very recently. Penelope jumped in during the Summer League and has been streaming her development of her Rust Snake over on her own Twitch channel every Saturday. And Penelope has done like a couple of. We initially started bantering on coding badly about doing a bash snake, and that's when Penelope got involved, and then she got absolutely hooked and has really come out of nowhere to get quite high quite quickly. So I'm excited. Does this work, lol? And Shahilud are going to be carrying me today. Group C.
We got another on-brand snake, Green Heart by Smallsco. I'm loving the collective greenness that we're representing here, and Smallsco is right up there as well on the leaderboard. Oh, Green Heart actually is in 12th place.
Nice.
So Green Heart is actually my highest ranked snake.
Yeah, and Smallsco, of course, the developer of popular local Battlesnake development tool, whose name was in my head and it's now just gone. Mojave. Beat the booth. So again, great to see Smallsco represented. For me, another snake in full colors. Thank you, Medusa. I actually have to confess, I don't actually know a whole lot about Medusa. I think they are a fairly new entry into the House of Joe. I haven't seen them in previous showdowns, so I'm very excited to see how they elevate our game. We've struggled, as you can see from our dearth of points, and these new entrants are gonna carry us up there. Aileen.
Yes, that is Nessie Grab Gamma, who is right up there, up at the top of the leaderboard, a classic snake, early adopter of the House Aileen flag, and a true generous heart, one of my favorite people to have in Twitch chat. So very excited to have this snake on my team and in my colors. You love to see it. It's beautiful.
And then the House of Curtis. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Joe. So Medusa is a Googler from the Steel City, which I think is Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Learned coding from my father's Visual Basic book when I was 10. I'm in love with mathematics. Spend most of my time coding various projects, which now includes Battlesnake.
Awesome. Well, maybe Medusa came to us from one of the tournaments we've done with the Google folks. That'd be very cool.
Whoa, Nessie Grab, thank you.
Oh, Nessie Grab dropping subs. Nessie Grab waited for their moment.
Yeah, perfect timing. My
Oh,
snakes
Mr.
are the best snakes.
Mr. Snuffleupagus is here. And Hugh Rawlinson. All the people in the chat.
Thanks, y'all.
I noticed those two usernames because they were bullying me on the stream on Thursday.
Aw.
And then House of Curtis, we have Nenemo. I don't know anything about Nenemo. Let's dive into their bio and have a look. Make sure they get probably maybe a bit too hungry. We get some strategies. Tenmo, find out a little bit about Tenmo. See why House of... A CS student. Yeah,
I love that they're eating.
Love to see it.
Just like their snake. I love it.
Perfect. Oh, this is a good pick by Curtis. Well done. Great. So Group D, No Dread Conda by Sam Mashin. Very excited. If you do not watch Coding Badly, this was not actually a Coding Badly episode. This was a random stream we did on the Tuesday because that's when it happened. Sam Mashin works over at Flowforge. Flowforge maintain the popular no-code JavaScript project Node-RED, which lets you build programs by dragging nodes around, basically.
Oh wow!
Cool.
This snake is made in Node-RED.
Wow.
It's a no-code snake. It's made without any. Well, I mean, there's some JavaScript written in individual function nodes, but it was a really cool stream. It's probably still back in the Twitch history. You can go watch it. What was especially cool about it is Sam had made a new workspace for each evolution of the snake, and had left like the workspaces in Node-RED are kind of tabs along the top, and they were all like names. So like we could see all of the nodes for like, hey, here's the basic snake, here's wall avoidance, here's food, here's hazard source. It was very, very cool. So I've claimed Sam for this tournament as getting some of the Coding Badly family into here. I would have added Kevin as a fellow Coding Badly family, but we broke Kevin's snake on Thursday. It's been going down since we made changes on Thursday. So that is Sam Mashin. Over to
super cool though. That I gotta go check that stream out.
It's very cool.
Yeah. Ready, Set, Hike. That is for Team Chris. And if there was ever a reason not to throw on the team colors, it's to throw on a really on-brand, name match with skin.
We love branding.
Situation. So
yeah,
we love that. We love
it. So Ready, Set, Hike was really. I believe was the first week that they really pulled it out for the House of Chris. So another ace in the hole for Team Chris.
Perfect. And then Rufio Tenacious is going to be judged by the colors as what one. Yeah.
Rufio.
I had to do it.
So Rufio Tenacious, very prolific snake. We see Rufio a lot. I don't know a lot about the snake. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
we're hearing
switched
apparently been a mercenary. Been switching teams, been dragged around in the showdown, now ending on the House of Curtis. Aileen, you've got a very special snake here.
We could probably just skip this snake.
Toby.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm actually Toby's been on my team this whole time, and I love it. I love that I get to groan and say, Toby, no, but it's really good. Just endlessly a very fun snake to be able to talk about, but also Toby has really done not a lot for me, but keep him in there so that I can shake my fist.
We appreciate Toby.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Group E.
Well, there's more.
Last group. So this looks like it's kind of the mercenary group going on. Becaleria, is that any of you?
Actually, Becaleria was.
Is that Curtis?
That was Curtis. Yes, that was Curtis. We have seen Becaleria has been.
Yep, that's right. House of Curtis.
Yeah, I'm always happy to talk about NH Carrigan. Played for Curtis in previous showdowns. Perfect.
Yeah.
I hope Hot Soup is you, Joe.
Hot Soup is me.
Okay.
Hot Soup is Old Saddle. I'm. If you haven't watched Coding Badly, throughout the first 2 seasons of Coding Badly, Brad and Joe, Alter Saddle was very generous and volunteered to beat up our snake for 2 whole seasons. And so I thought I'd bring them into this bracket to recognize their contribution to the Coding Badly cinematic universe of absolutely dumpstering us on every occasion. So thank you, Hot Soup and Alter Saddle.
The CBCU?
The CBCU, yeah, right.
I love it. CBCU.
And then Hydra AS Lucutius by Greg Lever. That was another champion of mine in week 1. So this is not a mercenary. This is a full House of Sock pick, and loving the alligator head, the rarely used alligator head.
It's really good with that color scheme. I love that. And then Smart Caterpillar, that's me. Smart Caterpillar came, this was my rise to the top was also largely in part by Smart Caterpillar. So thank you for coming to save me from the bottom of the ranking. This is our time. Snakes, rise up.
Rise up,
Rallying
snakes. Oh
call.
no.
What have you done?
Okay, my desktop froze for a minute, but we're okay.
What have you done?
Okay.
Joe has too much streaming equipment in his room, so
Yeah, we all know
Literally,
there's just too many things running.
Out of control. But notice how for the last year I haven't had any crashes like I used to have every time we were streaming, so we're okay. The solution was to buy more rubbish.
Buy more streaming stuff.
Yeah. So it's gonna be very similar to the previous one. Obviously, it's a bit of a bigger tournament, so we've got more group stages, but we have waffled on long enough. Let's dive straight into it. I will bring up Group A,
go.
match 1. So
you start using waffling as a verb.
it's a good verb.
making
As
me
I'm
really
now in
hungry,
the
though.
Netherlands, I guess I should say pancaking. What is going on with Rocket Scarf up here? I'm calling shenanigans. Chris has fixed the tournament. Now this what is happening. So
Nobody suspects Hufflepuff, or I mean,
you heard it here first. It's been
We always knew it. We always knew it was true.
Team Aileen, Black Hole in the bottom middle, Dutch Viper, House of Curtis, middle left, Rocket Scarf, way out there, way out of the danger zone, being an absolute coward, House of Chris, top right, Shai Halud, Bless the Maker, bottom left, House of Joe. Are we ready?
Yeah,
Chat,
do it.
Are we ready? Are we gonna have polls? Chat.
We're gonna have
mods.
polls.
Can we get a poll in chat for which house?
let's manifest a poll.
Yeah.
Manifest.
Hmm.
Yes, that's. I want to know.
Yeah, which house? Which house is going to win the tournament?
House of Aileen. House of Aileen. House of Aileen. I'm really
And
excited.
while that poll's
Joe's-
being made,
Yeah.
just get an early sample.
Kurt is just mashing the buttons on vacation.
It's got 4 computers. Okay, well, House of Aileen is coming out strong here. Hegberg carrying the Shai Halud spinning in the middle. Don't starve Shai Halud. Shai Halud. No, going into the house.
Okay.
No.
Bravery, House of Joe.
Wow.
Dutch
First
Viper.
elimination.
House of Curtis out. House of Joe out.
Munch.
Rocket Scarf, get something
Rocket
to
Scarf's
eat.
gonna starve.
Okay.
No.
Back in it.
Oh, that
Get
was
him, Black
one
Hole.
turn.
Get
Oh
him.
no.
Oh, sorry, I do have to say the amount of shout, the amount of us shouting.
We're all
at
just
each other
shouting.
when
I'm
it's our
so
house.
sad.
The company tournament very organized.
Right.
taking turns. This is like
So professional. Yes. Oh, wow. What an interesting move. And now we're just like,
Tensions are high, Joe.
Tensions are high.
well done, Hegberg. Well done, Aileen.
Thank you.
Everybody's just watching their own snake.
Yeah. No one.
I have no idea what's going on. Something happened to one of the snakes, ran out of bounds, and I was like, that's interesting. I don't have time.
It was Curtis. Who cares?
I was
whatever.
Curtis.
didn't even bother to turn up. Yeah, this is narcissism, the tournament, basically. So,
yeah, sorry.
okay. So again, Chris, you absolute coward.
What
Get
is
in the
going
fray.
What's going on?
Just right up there in the corner by
Fix it,
himself.
yeah.
Some might call it that. Some might call it karma. It's just kind of whatever you take out of it.
All right. Okay. So Dutch Viper, let's keep an eye on Dutch Viper. Do Curtis a favor, but also because they had that early out of bounds, want to see what happens there, and see if that happens again. So Dutch Viper taking the lead here, so that's a good sign. Good sign for the House of Curtis. Shai Halud following up close behind. Oh yeah, bullying Rocket Scarf. Get that coward. There we go. That's
no.
Same mistake. It looks like they're panicking about the food. Rocket Scarf.
Rocket Scarf, what are you doing? No! What are you doing? There were so many opportunities for Rocket Scarf to get food.
Don't take that person, Hexagon. We love you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go have a look at Dutch Viper because that was weird. The second time, so it does just look like they panic in the hazard source.
Okay.
They're just like, no hazard, and go immediately back out.
It's just
no.
just right into their own body.
Yeah.
No.
Because they would have survived if they'd gone up, right? They had
they
5
had food.
tail. Yeah, they could have actually tail chased by the time to go out, so they could have got out in 3, and there's food in the middle. So yeah, just panic. So was that a win for House Joe? I also just realized one thing I neglected to do. How does this affect the points? And I've slightly forgotten since I was told about an hour ago. So I believe each game win is 5 points for the house. Yep, that's correct. And then the overall winner gets an additional 20 points. Is that also how that worked? Perfect.
Yes.
There you go. So every game win is 5 points. So we've had 5 points for House Aileen, 5 points for House of Joe. And the stakes on the line, again, just to remind you, the winning house gets to design their own head.
I'm so excited.
Very important.
So excited that I'm going to be able to do that. It's going to be so cool.
A little too much manifesting in one.
Trying really hard.
We're now on to Group B. So House of Joe are through. Lem Payne is through. So Group A, House of Aileen, House of Joe with Lem Payne and Hegberg. Group B. Let's see how this goes. We've got Penelope. Does this work well? So Dev Eel, top right, House of Aileen.
Yes.
Devious Devin, House of Curtis, bottom middle. Does this work well on the right? And Pepper Longstocking, bottom left. I believe the highest ranker here is Pepper Longstocking. So
I think you might be right.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if that plays out. Oh, straight away, House of Aileen out of bounds.
Oh,
Looks like
no.
Oh, hate to see it.
What
wasn't even a
happened?
timeout. It was just looks like something just gone wrong. Does this work while taking a lead on size? Quite an establishing. I just saw Devious Devon time out for a minute there, and they've been lost to a head-to-head with Pepper Longstocking, so they may have been having some issues. We'll see what happens in the next game. Pepper Longstocking and Does This Work Well? Does This Work Well has a big advantage? And no, they're deep in the sauce, but they managed to get food.
Oh wow!
Pepper
Oh,
Longstocking
wow.
to
Pepper
the
Longstocking
start.
needs food.
Oh,
Lucky food.
Oh,
No.
what happened?
What happened? Oh, they just got too deep in the sauce.
There was no food. They had to go to the
Wow.
other side. There was some food.
Was there
to
anything
get.
that they could do
Tough.
No.
earlier?
No, they've actually blocked off their route to the source to the right, and so they
Gotcha.
have to go into the source here. So
Oh, yeah, they're totally.
the death moment was here, so they were chasing both these foods by the looks of it. They went
Gotcha.
deep in this. I completely missed this. They went. Oh no, hang on, the food moved. Okay. Another thing I forgot. Sorry, folks. This tournament, there's a lot going on in this tournament. Each stage of the tournament is a different game mode. Right now, we're playing straight up normal Royale. We'll be playing a different version of Royale in the next stage.
We did get
So-
very excited that this was starting. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
there's
pretty-
a lot going on.
Right.
it's a lot happening.
So, Chris, you have a snake through.
that's
You're
right.
not eliminated.
You've done it.
Curtis is struggling. Can you imagine if a whole house gets eliminated in group stages?
Can you imagine?
Can
you
you
imagine? Could you even conceive of such a thing?
What?
Um,
The house that will win? Everyone. The poll just ended, and it's House of Curtis with 44%. I can't believe it.
Oh,
Can't
Well,
believe it. He's
really?
literally the only one here. That's incredibly suspicious.
Corey was at House of Curtis, right? I think Corey.
He contributed 600 channel points.
Yeah,
Okay.
big spender.
Mhm.
Big
All right.
spender. Okay.
He's manifesting his own future
Yeah.
there. Fair enough.
Does this work well for House of Joe in the middle? Devious Devon for House of Curtis in the right. House of Aileen in the middle. Let's see
Come
if
on,
Corey
Devil.
Snake. Corey has just bought in on the poll. Let's see if Corey can pull it through for House of Curtis.
No, Devil!
you know,
Devil is
as
taken
much
out.
as I would love to see
No.
Curtis eliminated from all the matches, I do want to see Devious Devon succeed.
I do also I would love for Corey Snake to get through. But Penelope's been doing such great streams. And I really want the
that's
snake
true.
is they're not too far. Oh, that's gonna be oh no, okay, we got out of it. They're pretty close inside. That's gonna be
Ooh,
Penelope.
Whoa!
Yes, again.
Look
And
at how close he was.
Corey's food. But Corey's also one space away
wow.
from food. So.
Right. Does
That's tough. That's tough.
food would work first, right? If Devin had gone in to the
Yeah,
food.
it was
I
the
always
food or
forget
the
resolution.
sauce?
Okay,
I think
good
it's the
point.
food.
I
gotcha.
think it's the food.
Well done, Corey.
Well done.
Congratulations,
Wow.
those points were well spent, and you have successfully saved Curtis from being eliminated from this tournament. Group C, here we go. Oh, I'm so gutted, Penelope.
Me too.
Oh.
It was very cool to watch Penelope's rise from a snake that was pretty much just your basic,
Right.
snake to like really being quite dominant. So
Yeah, it's
But
been cool, like
that's-
the amount of new streamers who have made snakes while streaming for the Summer League and have played them through. It's been very cool.
it's very cool
Yeah.
to watch.
Aileen picking up some Chris tactics, being down here on her own with Nessagrav, who is in chat. We've got Smallscove, House of Chris in the top left, Medusa for House of Joe in the middle, and Ninimo for House of Curtis on the top right. I do have to say as well, all of our snakes, except for Aileen's, have to go up and then round to get to the middle food advantage, whereas Aileen has a straight path. So
Interesting.
it's looking good for Nessa.
Interesting.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
And Shyhead's just like, no, I'm not Shyhead, sorry. Medusa is just like, no, I don't want food. The snakes are getting confused by my own skins. Greenheart with a lead. We've just lost Ninimo. We're head-to-head with Nessagrev. Nessagrev being the top snake in any of the houses at the moment on the leaderboard.
Never want to go 1-to-1 with Nessagrev.
But they're going to squeeze Greenheart out into the hazard by the looks of it. Nessagrev just squatting in the middle of the board, leading Green. Oh, no.
Oh, there we go.
Greenheart picking up that size advantage, though.
Yeah, but it's not a good time to be big.
Oh, no.
So this is... Nessagrev just got into a lethal position as well, so that was very lucky.
Yeah, that was going to be a dangerous time. There's no food anywhere near them, although it's actually kind of pretty shape.
I think...
Did Nessagrev do that just because they knew they had to win?
Possibly. They do go down to 1 millisecond. But also, Greenheart actually timed out here.
Oh.
Greenheart timed.
Oh my.
Did they just detect they were dead and we're just like, don't bother responding? We're dead next turn.
Yeah, maybe. Both snakes are kind of just like, oh, we know what's up.
Never mind.
The game's over.
The game ended a round early for those snakes. They didn't care.
Corey said Nessagrev always does that when they win.
Amazing.
Nessagrev did it on purpose. Perfect.
Lovely.
Wow.
Okay,
so
good
that
snakes
is over here in House Aileen.
Yeah, House Aileen through. The second
cool
snake for
snakes.
House Aileen. Yes. House of Curtis on the top. Medusa on the right and Greenheart on the left. Here, bottom left we go. So no leading size advantage at the moment. Medusa slowly pulling away, but Ninimo is keeping up. The hazard is all coming in one corner, so there's plenty of space still, but we're...
Oh no, Medusa!
Oh.
Medusa just decided to go hang out in the source, and then so did Ninimo.
You know what? Okay.
Second snake for House of Chris.
Take it.
Sure.
So that's Group C. Onward to Group D. So two snakes for House of Chris through now. 2 snakes for House of Aileen, House of Curtis, and House of Joe tailing. We've got the Node Red Snake from Sam Ashton for House of Joe. Ready, set, hike for, we're out of branding. This is Chris.
It's me, yep.
House of Curtis, Rufio Tenacious, and Toby Flender Snake.
Toby.
You get those fists ready for House of Aileen.
All very shoutable names.
All very shoutable names.
Oh, Toby.
Oh, Toby.
Toby's out, and so is Node Red.
Oh, no.
So Sam's Node Red Snake. So it's Chris v. Curtis and Curtis
Rufio.
Second House of Curtis snake.
It's not even my snake, but I love saying it.
Rufio. That's maybe a pro tip for snakes. Just make it a nice shoutable name for the caster.
Shoutable.
So they can curse you all the easier.
Right.
Okay. Game 2. Who's going to go through? So Sam's Node Red Snake likes to hug the outside, which they just use it to eliminate Toby. Oh no, this is such a big size gap. I'm very scared for poor little Node Red Snake. Ready, set, hike is just... Ready, set, hike did eliminate Node Red previously.
There was the opportunity.
They're thinking about
Node Red staying in.
Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Oh.
There's so much food there for Node Red. They've made it. They made it through. They just.
Oh wow!
I can't believe that they survived.
Oh, there it is. No. Yeah. Okay.
They're so close.
So close. Wow.
One away.
Had they not? Wait. Can you just go back one?
Yeah.
If they had not turned. Oh no. They were pretty far away.
Food.
Okay.
Yeah. One space.
Third
House of Chris Snake.
Ready, set, hike was just kept pushing them out into the sauce. They lived in the sauce for a long time there.
Guys, I'm gutted. Absolutely gutted.
Deep dive.
I'm losing my top players. But here we've got all the saddles, so it also has to
look at this.
Okay.
This is a good color palette.
That's nice.
Nice.
On to the pastels.
Who's Hot Soup and who's Smart Caterpillar?
I'm being the coward this time. Okay, so football helmet, House of Joe, Smart Caterpillar, Aileen.
Aileen, I believe, yeah.
That's me.
We're out of the team branding now. It's getting difficult. Becca Lyria for NH Carrigan, bottom right, and Hydra AS Locutius. Greg Lever's Alligator in the middle for House of Chris, right? No.
Hydra is me, Smart Caterpillar, Aileen.
NH Curtis. Great. Okay. NH Carrigan in the chat getting nervous and eliminated straight away. So sorry, NH Carrigan. And then Chris goes out, so no early 4th snake for Chris or 5th snake.
Move out of bounds.
Battle of the golden snakes here.
Yeah, and these are.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Goes.
3rd snake for Aileen.
70 turn game.
Very
Quick
nice.
game.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
efficient.
I'm so nervous. I'm going to end up with 1 snake in the tournament. I think Curtis is only on 1 still as well, right?
I think
He might have
Curtis?
2.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I have to go check that.
Sorry again, NHK.
Oh,
again.
no.
Early elimination by Hydra, who just mocked up.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. That
Okay.
is not how things went last
Okay.
time.
23 turns.
We do have a lot of
Boom.
games, so I'm going to rush straight through to the brackets and quickly
Sure.
do a recap on who has
I
what.
want to
That's
see.
the
Yeah, I
wrong
need to know
tab.
what's going on.
That's-
Oh,
Go
no.
back,
no.
hey,
Where
Tembo.
are we?
Oh,
Too many
no, what
tabs.
is-
You're
there we go.
too many
Wait,
tabs.
I've got it. I've got it.
Every developer's
Okay.
nightmare / life. Too many
Okay.
tabs.
So, roll call. Group A. House of Aileen with Hegberg, Pepper Longstocking with House of Chris, Shy Hillard, my only snake, with House of Joe, Smart Caterpillar with Aileen. Correct?
That is correct.
Hey.
Group B. House of Chris with Hydra, House of Chris with Ready Set High,
Okay.
House of Curtis with Courier. So, this is being dominated.
This is totally random.
We're hearing from the booth that these are all random. Group C, House of Chris, House of Aileen, House of Curtis. So Curtis 2
I feel
snakes,
like I have
me
the
1
most
snake,
snakes.
Eileen 3 snakes,
2.
3 snakes,
And then Chris 4
Three?
snakes?
and Chris has
No. Does really?
4 snakes.
Boo.
Wait, so
It's literally 4, 3, 2, 1.
wow, okay.
Oh wow.
So game mode here.
I'm just gonna
is
throw a
where-
quick socks in the chat. Okay, cool.
This is mild sauce, this one. So the hazard sauce is a little bit less deadly. A little bit less deadly. So an advantage for the snakes. I like to get deep in the sauce. Round 2, Group A, Game 1. Same as before. Top 2 snakes will go for it. So we have House of Aileen, Black Hole, bottom right. Pepper Longstocking, bottom left. Shy Hillard, top right. Smart Caterpillar, top left. Smart Caterpillar being Aileen. So 2 Aileen snakes in this bracket.
All right.
Let's hope they knock each other out.
It's kind of rough because only one. Can both snakes go through?
Yes.
Can both of my snakes?
Both snakes
Okay,
will go
good.
through. And this also could be entirely it for me.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
I'm very nervous.
Oh no.
Oh, this is going on. We've got to 1270
Wow.
and no one has
This is a lot of snakes
lost
for
out
this.
yet.
Ugh,
We've got a couple of starvations coming up. They're going to have to start dipping into sauce. And of course, the sauce is safer in this
Smart
game mode.
Caterpillar, no. Oh yeah, that's right. We're got the mild.
I'm
the
out.
mild sauce.
Well, I'm out of this game. Still got
Oh,
one more game.
whoa!
Whoa.
Aileen is through. Hedberg is
Happened
through.
all in that last couple
Rapid
turns.
fire elimination. So this looks like that's a starve out. So House of Aileen's other snake, Smart Caterpillar, starved out. And then Pepper Longstocking, where did you go? Head to head with Hedberg. Cool.
Just didn't have the length.
Well played. So we've got one more game, Lempain. We've got one more game. And all down the bottom. If there is an advantage here, House of Chris has it, because they've got a straight run to the middle food. Let's see
Oh,
if they
nice,
play
yeah.
for it. They do play for it.
Oh,
They've got that
excellent.
early
Oh,
lead.
wow. Wow. Running away with
And-
the size lead.
They are absolutely smashing it. House
Oh, no.
Shy Hillard is being hounded by Smart Caterpillar, but they've got the food advantage
Smart
again.
Caterpillar.
Oh no, Pepper Longstocking's so scary.
There's no food. There's no food for Smart Caterpillar.
It won't go
Yes.
into the hazard. Oh, it did a bit of a dip.
Did a
Shy
dip.
Hillard's doing a dip and then killed by Chris.
Oh.
Come on.
Good game, Lempain.
Ooh.
Good game.
So sorry, House of Joe.
Smart
Can I
Caterpillar.
get F's in
Kind
chat
of
for House of
looking
Joe?
like they're afraid to go into the sauce.
They are afraid. They don't
They
know it's
are a
mild.
little bit. Oh no. Oh no.
Both
Ooh.
snakes running low on food. Neither
Go for
wants
the
to go for it.
food. Go for the food, Smart
Pepper
Caterpillar.
Longstocking.
Caterpillar's-
Oh, wow. I was
No.
so nervous.
So
No.
that's 5 points for Aileen, 5 points for Chris, and both your snakes go through.
Wow.
So that's Group A. On to Group
Joe. It was a
So
pleasure.
sorry. Let's F in the
Um,
chat for the House
in the
of
chat
Joe.
for House of Joe.
So sorry.
I'm gonna give myself an F. I deserve it.
It's okay. You did your best, you know.
Lempain fought bravely.
But
yes.
fear is the mind killer.
Fear is the mind killer, and I was deeply fearful. Once again, color palette team, color palette group
Oh.
selection. Chris lies when he says it's random. Okay.
Right.
Devious Devon for House of Curtis at the top. Greg Lever for House of Chris, and then second House of Chris. Two House
That's
of
right.
Chris's.
Yeah, second House of Chris. Yeah.
Okay, this could be a House of Chris sweep, but Corey might pull it out with all of his channel points.
Mm-hmm.
Ready Set Hike has the neither.
Oh, business
Not
nail.
this time. Yeah.
Oh no, Dangerous Devon. Devious
Ready
Devon.
Set Hike. Why is like Hydra and Corey just did not want to eat? Hydra has not eaten for the longest time. Oh, they're timing out. They timed out.
No.
That was so many turns of timeout. They were hitting 3, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then elimination. Timeout all the way to the end. 5 points for House of Chris and 3.
Okay. All right.
Well, there you go.
Corey said Devon avoided way too much food there. Good in-flight post-mortem.
Yeah.
So
Writing notes.
Corey, you have the advantage here if Hydra times out again. Let's hope that doesn't happen. That might be a case of when you hazards really start to get big, and depending on how you check for hazards, it can really start to cause chaos. Like if we look at the relative latencies here, Corey's just tiny.
Hydra's getting over 400 quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
They're timing out.
And it didn't matter.
It's same thing. It's when they get into the hazards, they start timing out.
Right.
The hazard gets too much for them, but in this case, wow.
Yeah, was it the minute they went in it? No, almost though, and then they just timed out all the way.
Oh no! Yeah.
That's really interesting. It's gonna be fun to see how that tracks. We'll have to watch Business Snail. It has like a time limit. How many rounds in were we? It's like quick sauce might be tough for them.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're at the snake that was timing out is out now. That was Greg Lieber.
Oh, that was.
Yeah. So Corey goes through. House of Curtis has made it through. Well done, Corey.
Oh, Curtis survives.
Yeah. So we've got another opportunity for Curtis now with Rufio the Tenacious, Greenheart for Chris, and Nesagrev. Ooh, big game this one.
Nesagrev in a prime position in this round.
Who do we think Nesagrev's going to take the first game?
Just because of that initial placement, I gotta say it's probable.
Yeah.
Come on.
They do have the size advantage.
Yep.
Close. All snakes on 7. This is really close. This is a really good game.
Yeah.
And also the way the hazard is coming in as well, we're letterboxing it.
Oh yeah.
Smalls goes out, taken out by Nesagrev. And Rufio's still keeping pace on size. Rufio taking big advantage of that mild source.
Oh wow.
That was a little too long of a game, Nesagrev. Yeah. Could we finish it a little faster next time?
Pick up the pace.
That was a deliberate win there by Nesagrev.
Aileen through next game. Really racking them up. Greenheart and Rufio. So again, Rufio has the better path to the early advantage here, and a good food spawn. Are they going to push it? Does look like it. Oh, Smallsco bought some space.
Now, I think we can all agree that we don't want to give Curtis too much representation in the finals.
Yeah, let's keep it at one snake. One snake.
Yeah,
is more
one
than
snake
for
Curtis is totally. That's fine. That's plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably too much.
None of these snakes wanting to go into the sauce.
Well, I mean, just on
just
points.
Out together.
Oh, there we go. There we go. One snake for Curtis. And I do have to say, on those 5 points now, Chris, I do think you might be starting to build up an unstoppable lead on points.
Interesting.
Oh, we've reached the end of the games. They are still running.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, let's go to the brackets and see.
I do want to see what
the multiverse hasn't branched yet. We don't know.
We just played Group C, right? Yeah, okay.
We haven't opened the box to see Schrodinger's cat.
Right.
So Group A in our next Group A, by the way, is going to be hot sauce. So we've gone from mild to hot. So that is the sauce does far more damage. The exact number we don't know. So Group A is going to be Nesagrev, Pepper Long Stocking, and Devious Devon. That's a big bracket. That's possibly Corey. I don't want to diminish your chances here, but you're against two giants of the leaderboard. That could be it for House of Curtis.
But if they like diving and they don't realize how hot the sauce is, like
that is true. Corey
that could be tough.
Yeah. Devious Devon was being very conservative with food in the sauce. Yeah. This could, and Group B, Hegberg, Small Scale, and then two House of Chris Snakes, Small Scale, and Master Coda. So I reckon we could end up with Hegberg is very good.
House of Aileen only. That would be. I would just. This is just all my snakes go through.
It's actually not possible to be a House of Aileen only one. Yeah, because it's two from each group. So it could be No, it couldn't be a house of Chris. There's no situation in which only one house is in the finals.
Right.
We're going to have at least 2 houses.
Good.
Luckily. Okay, here we go. This is now, sorry, to get back to where we were. We are, no, hang on. We are on round 3. We are in hot sauce. Group A, match 1.
Right, and so just some background. So regular sauce is about 15 damage per turn. So this is This is more than that. So we're looking at 3 to 4 like spaces in the sauce.
You
before
can
it
only
dies.
dip, no dive,
Yeah.
no
Just
diving, just dips.
Oh, now I've got dodgeball in my head.
Yeah.
Dip, duck, dive, whatever it is. Dip, duck, dodge. I don't know. Anyone who knows dodgeball.
I think dodge is in their choice or something.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, right. Okay. Devious Devon in the bottom, Nesagrev on the right, and Pepper Longstocking. No one has the happy path to the middle food. It is all going to be a bit of a diversion. Good luck, Corey. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah.
Ooh, what an opportune
Nesagrev
food spawn
early
there.
lead. Pepper Longstocking closed it. Whoa, good food spawning for Pepper Longstocking. Pepper Longstocking is favored by the gods of RNG. That's it for Corey in this go. They've got one more opportunity.
That just rolled off your tongue.
Pepper Longstocking a commanding lead over Nesagrev, which is where you want to be over Nesagrev, but the
No,
hot sauce is
the sauce!
Oh,
I did it.
the hot sauce.
Let's have a look
The
at that.
hot sauce.
Absolutely precipitous graph.
Yes, look at that.
Just tanked.
Straight into
It
a win for me.
forgetting
Wow.
that it was hot sauce. It looked so positive.
Also,
Oh.
Nesagrev is so lucky here. 2 foods on the back.
Yeah, that was necessary to be existing in the sauce like that.
Wow, that is.
Oh,
Any
sorry.
shouts?
Extagon said any shouts. I will check this game, Extagon.
We'll have to look.
Oh,
Oh. We've got a message from the booth.
Okay, Dangerous
that,
Devon won that match, I think.
We're
We
gonna
were,
have to. We need to.
you know things are good when the games literally get broken is when the competition is really hotting up. So that's I actually don't know how many. I've lost track of snakes. Okay, so we've got one. Aileen is definitely in the finals.
I'm very excited to be there. Look at how lovely my snake looks in that final section. It's beautiful. Everyone, let's just sit.
You know what?
and enjoy it.
Nesagrev
Thank you very much.
deserves that spot.
They really do.
So-
They've been top. They've been right up there in the leaderboard to the tippy top.
I know that Chris is busy the booth is busy trying to fix things, but could I have my screen, please, booth? Got a moment. Thank you. So currently Nesagrev up there in the finals. And as we said, as we had in the company tournament, not super surprising given that Nesagrev is snake number 4. Hegberg is snake number 5, and Hegberg is also still in there. I don't want to say that they are up against Small Scope.
Oh wow.
Up against 2.
Oh yeah, those are tough. Those are 2 tough snakes.
I mean, I don't want to say that this tournament was a little bit unevenly distributed for the leaderboard,
But like,
Hey, this wasn't always the case too. My snakes have just
Smart Caterpillar's an 8th.
Have you got 3 top 10 snakes?
maybe. It looks that way, doesn't it?
You're the only one with a top 10 snake, and you have 3 of them.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
I want a point deduction.
Look at that.
Wow.
To be fair, this
okay.
wasn't really. A lot of these snakes joined House Aileen really early on, and they were not.
That's fair.
They weren't living at the top of the leaderboard then. These snakes,
House no one could have predicted that Nesagrev and Hegberg would come to the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Who could have seen that coming? You're right.
They just joined House of Aileen, and the power of House of Aileen has been brought into their lives and made their snakes and their code just better and faster and cleaner, and just elevated them.
Wise Meteor has a good point that maybe the other houses should run better recruiting programs.
Yeah.
I'll have you know, my recruiting programs were genius.
It was pretty good. I wanted to join the House of Joe.
Yeah. The real I even heard that the real Battlesnake sorting hat was slightly favoring my house at one point.
Did seem to be
slightly.
It did seem to be favoring House of Joe.
Lempain is still waiting. Your official House of Joe Brandon noodles will be arriving any day now, Lempain.
You got your own house. I want to see that packaging. Someone needs to Photoshop that up, like with Joe's face
Just
and a
ramen,
bowl of ramen and little cartoon Joe.
We've actually been working with some Nobel Prize winning chemists chemists to make sure that the steam rising from that bowl does in fact form the shape of a snake.
Wow, that sounds
it does,
healthy.
however, mean that the ramen is incredibly toxic.
Poison. That's how you get it. It's just like cartoons. The more poisonous something is, the snake, more snakes rise in steam.
Exactly. Oh yes, good point. Skull and crossbones. So after House of Aileen's questionable leaderboard distribution, we then have Chris with two top 15 snakes.
I mean, it does seem interesting that, like, if you go from 10 to 20, I also have Hydra in there as well. Right. So three top, 10 to 20 snakes.
And House of Curtis just slides in there. Oh, actually, no, hang on. Corey. I thought Corey was top. Corey was up there, wasn't he? No. Corey, where were you? I thought you were high. And then okay, to be fair, Lampain is 25th. We had a good showing.
You had a really great showing, and I love that Shai Halid matches your branding. And
I was so happy that Shai Halid. Shai Halid.
Come on, you had to do it.
Yeah.
And we had Alta Saddles up there as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Love
there's Penelope.
Penelope getting up to 34th again.
Look at
when
that
snake is
already
like literally.
Right up there.
You can the life of this snake is actually measured in Twitch streams. At this point, it's like 5 Twitch streams old.
If you go into the snake, can we see the rise in the ladder there? The history.
History.
What happened?
Yeah.
So that just coming on up. Moving on up.
Each of these bumps as well is actually a stream, which is pretty cool. Like you can actually go to these dates, and these are dates of Penelope streams.
That's cool.
We are hearing this is fixed. Hey, we have a game.
Nice.
Look at that.
Okay, so last chance for House of Curtis. Devious Devon versus House of Chris. House of Chris doesn't need.
Curtis tried to get a game going with only his snake in it, but failed. We caught him out.
Curtis interfering from the void.
The reason why he's not here is because he's
twirling mustache.
A room with many monitors.
He's actually in a data center right now with a hammer, having a go at some
coming for our snakes in the AWS East.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The Pepper Longstocking starting to accrue a lead. Not looking good for the House of
I am just nervous about the sauce because I
don't
think.
So hot. The hot.
Wow.
Sauce.
Can we get Fs for House of Curtis? The two bottom ranking teams.
F.
Corey, amazing showing. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, your poll did not play out.
You did your darndest to manifest your future there. I'm gonna miss looking at business now. I love that. That's such a good combo.
Oh no, hang on, I'm looking. Yes, cool. So there we go. We have a Chris and an Aileen, and we could end up with. Yes. We are definitely going to end up. We have to end up with a Chris. So there'll be another Chris. There's no option to not have another Chris. The question is it 2 Chris's or 1 Chris?
It's gonna be 1.
Are we going to have 2 Aileens versus 2 Chris's?
Yes.
Are we though? I mean, that does sound like a better story, but.
It would really mirror the company showdown in a pleasing way.
Yes, it would.
That would be very pleasing.
Nice. I would like that.
Black Hole, Hegberg, Green Hearts, Small Sco, House of Chris, House of Aileen. Ready, set, hike, down again. House of Chris, just being a coward. Aileen does have the good path.
Look at that, just boom.
And they do not take, no one takes the middle spot. Small Sco was just like, I'm going to dance around this. Small Sco is out. The hot sauce immediately eliminated. And now Black Hole's going for ready, set. Yes! We have 2 Aileen, 2 Chris tournament.
Yes.
But which Chris snake is it going to be?
Indeed.
Which Chris?
Interesting. I'm already dreading this final here with the 2.
I want our snakes to
Aileen's disproportionate leaderboard advantage.
Yeah.
But like having both of your snakes in one, like the chances of them, like one killing your other snake, is always so sad to watch.
Yeah. Just keep telling yourself that. But this time we have to see it. Yeah.
So sad that my snakes are so many of them. Poor Joe.
All right, lots on the line this match.
It's not. There's nothing on the line. Literally nothing. The stakes could not be lower.
You got me for a second there.
I mean, I guess I guess there is something on the line because Greenheart, Small Skull has been a loyal House of Crissa the entire time, and Master Coda is a mercenary here. So, we could have a loyal House of Crissa unseated by a usurper in this tournament.
I would prefer to win the full thing with
branded snakes.
Yeah.
Oh no, Greenheart, no. What?
Whoa.
They got 2 food while they're in there.
Wow. Can you just
really
back that?
impressive?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Can. That was such a winding path. Oh, they had to get free food.
They had to get those.
That is full on 30 damage. So
look at that.
30 damage.
Boom.
Oh, no, maybe it's 20. Maybe that's 20 damage then.
We
25?
can see.
No,
it's
20. It's got to be 25 damage.
Look at it.
25 damage. Okay.
Absolutely chunk.
Top up.
Oh.
Top up. And then they actually came out pretty good. When did they were full when they went in, right? Yeah. But
amazing.
They came out at a good place.
Yeah, they were. That's
and
a
then
stressful.
What actually happened to Ready Set Hike just got.
They just had nowhere to go.
There's no short way.
Only
out.
hot sauce.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Greenheart, and thanks for playing Ready Set Hike.
Okay.
You've made House of Chris very proud.
Booth, could I have my screen, please? Thank you. That's our finals. So while we wait for these finals, let's reflect on all that we have lost. So we lost a House of Curtis and a House of Chris. Extagon, I'm honestly surprised that Extagon didn't make it through. Extagon always a pleasure to have in chat and a well-performing snake. But obviously House of Joe had to have a little bit of a shoving. Dutch Viper, sad to have... that was a timeout, wasn't it? No, hang on. Devil was the timeout.
Right.
Devil was the timeout. So is that actually happening? I am going to take a brief detour and see how Devil is doing in the... Because maybe we should let Devil know that they're timing out because they are in the... Are they in the summer?
They
no,
were.
they're not currently playing.
Were they timing out? I thought.
Yeah,
they
Devil was
not
Devil was the
was
one
it
that
a
timed
timeout?
out the whole time.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, we're hearing that Devil participated in the showdown. Okay.
I see. Okay.
So they're a pretty new snake probably, but looks like.
Penelope.
I'm excited about Penelope's Zone.
Yeah.
Working so hard. And then Group C, Medusa and Ninimo. We lost the student, and I just this learn a little bit about Medusa because I feel bad that I don't know my snakes.
We just learned earlier. This is the Googler.
Oh yeah, you're
from,
right.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The Googler from Pittsburgh.
Googler from Steel City.
That's a sentence that.
Oh wow, they have a lot of snakes.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A lot of these are public as well.
Look at these great names. Good names.
Oh wow, they have some good standings.
Love to see.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Very cool.
This is. Oh, can you go down to the bottom? This is their best snake so far. So competitive ladder, 66th, 55th. Yeah, there we go.
55th global duels, 48th and 60th on this. Yeah.
All right.
And then Group D, our Battlesnake, a game about programming and learning to code and really optimizing your code. Well, we have a snake with no code. And then Toby Flender Snake.
Oh, Toby.
Poor Toby Flender
worst.
Snake. Extagon is saying, GG everyone, that was a fun tournament to see. We're not done yet. What are you saying, Extagon? We've got finals.
You're not going to leave, are you?
No.
You can't see my glorious ascension to the caster crown?
The real question, Aileen, is what would you like to see me design for the head?
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if it was you, it has to be a sock.
Do we already have a head?
How
with a
cool.
crown?
That's what?
Do we already have a head with a crown on? I'm just saying,
No,
because
we do not.
if Aileen wins, the prize queen
Prize
crown
queen
would be
crown.
a cool hat. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I love this scary eyeball that we've got here. I would love to
The
do
Eye of
like,
Sauron.
just the Eye of Sauron.
Okay, brief reminder, finals, it is the first 2 free wins. So,
First to 3.
yeah.
And this
So-
is quick sauce.
And with these snakes, that's going to not be a quick, this is going to go back and forth, I think. Kick it off. It's going to be possibly a lot of games, so I'm going to dive straight in. Black Hole with the early. Oh no, Esriga putting House of Aileen dominating leads. There
Look
we
at
go.
these
Good
colors.
to- Oh, we've lost one for
Oh,
Chris
no.
and Greenheart. Taking
I don't
hang
know
on.
who's who.
Greenheart, hold on.
This is quick sauce. Yeah, Aileen did say that.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Oh, there's so much sauce.
So much
Yes.
sauce.
Which of my snakes? Look at how nice they're playing
Actually,
together,
which
too.
of your snakes? Okay.
Ooh. Okay, so black hole for now.
Did you say look how well they're playing together? Like they're 2 children
Yeah,
in
they
the
were
park.
just hanging out. Yeah.
They're
My
so good in
children.
the sand pit.
They're so friendly.
Okay, 1 win to Hegberg.
That quick sauce is just really takes over.
Yeah, I did forget to mention it was quick sauce. Sorry about that. Didn't we see people in chat saying no quick sauce earlier? Rip.
No.
Yeah,
No
they didn't want
Speed
speed snake.
Okay, so quick sauce. Okay, yeah. So quick sauce, in case you haven't guessed, the sauce advances very quickly, but it is normal damage, so 15 per second, very fast.
Still terrifying.
Can you imagine quick hot sauce?
No, that would just be you might as well just wipe everyone out.
Just die. Yeah.
Totally random, whoever's.
It would like just heavily favor the socks who are afraid of the sauce.
The
Being
socks?
snakes that are afraid of the sauce.
Socks. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. No early leads here. That sauce is coming in. Oh god, it is so fast.
I like how our snakes are kind of like hanging out together.
Yeah, they're playing so nicely together.
Oh no!
Oh no! That is it for
okay.
double elimination.
Pepperlong
has the advantage here.
Bullying.
They got the
near
so
elimination.
Eat Nessie Grab.
Oh.
1 win for Nessagrev, 2 for Hegberg, 2 wins for House of Aileen. Remember that every win is 5 points. So this is Aileen's opportunity. The longer, actually, this is really interesting. Because every win is 5 points.
We could just go back and forth.
Yeah, as long as you keep distributing your wins, you can catch
5
up.
times 6?
Right.
5 times 6.
So an ideal scenario for Aileen is for it to go
out,
2-2 for her team, and then a final
winner. Reverse sweep.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are depths to this tournament that I had not anticipated. Oh, this is a very pleasing RNG. I've got it. Okay, now I hate the branding because I don't know who's who. Nessagrev top left, Black Hole.
We're gonna have to figure out what's the tails for my 2 snakes have different tails.
Yeah, Nessagrev is lightning, I believe.
Nessagrev is lightning tail.
Nessagrev is bobble, rattle.
Okay, rattle for Nessagrev.
Headberg is, and then it's the same with these two. Small Sko is whatever that is, flicky tail, and Pepper Long Stocking is wavy tail.
Whippy tail?
Whippy tail.
Whippy tail?
Let me open up the personalization reference. Anyway, here we go. Both green snakes avoiding that middle food. They got scared by each other. The blue team does have the lead on size at the moment. Rapidly being closed up by Small Sko. Small Sko taken over from Black Hole. Oh, we lost to Chris.
Pepper
into the
forced
source,
out.
and we've nearly we did lose Hegberg. This is going to be a green game, I think.
Nessagrev.
Oh, I don't know.
Eat food.
Oh, Small Sko.
Oh,
too hard.
What happened? Oh, I had the only food.
Yeah. See, the really terrifying thing about the quick sauce is what would otherwise be a safe dip. There was 2 food in the sauce here. This is a sensible dip, but like the sauce advances. Oh, it doesn't actually advance while they're in there. Never mind. I'm just talking rubbish.
But it was good. I liked where you were going with it.
Yeah, 2 games for Nessagrev. Could have been good.
Really good.
2 games for Nessagrev. This could be the last game.
Okay.
But as we say, if Aileen is min-maxing, then Hegberg needs to win this one.
Hegberg needs to win. Yeah.
Chris, no wins for you. It's funny about
not yet.
How do you feel
not yet.
about
I do like the idea of that reverse sweep, so we will see.
We do see a lot of weirdly. We see a lot of reverse sweeps.
We actually do. It's uncanny.
Oh.
I always feel like, because I always say that it happens when we do tournaments with people who don't watch a lot of Battlesnake. We're like, hey, reverse sweeps commonly happen. I'm always like, this can be the time. It doesn't. I look like an idiot, and it always does.
Always does.
Okay. Here we go.
Caster cursing.
Oh, Lempane said the house point totals are neck and neck. Are they being updated in real time? Oh, they are.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Because this could be the last game, I'm going to quickly detour and have a look. Not on there.
Not on this page. Down below in the footer.
Over here. Oh. See, I can't see that. Oh my god, look at my points. It's so depressing. I have a good cry after this. Okay.
Look at all my points. Oh my goodness. One.
Well,
oh my gosh.
Here we go. Early food advantage to Pepper Long Stocking. I'm nervous.
So
all the hazards from one side.
So
oh no, that's gonna.
Black hole. No.
Black hole.
Food.
We've lost green heart.
Oh no.
Nessagrev is very small. Killing.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
So are you min-maxing or?
I think I gotta be right. Black hole's got the size advantage.
But Nessagrev is one as a small snake in this tournament.
Look at this
my
dive.
god!
Look at this dive! Oh my goodness! My snakes are living in sauce. They're living in the sauce.
What?
How many turns have completed?
I don't think I've ever seen this.
This is the first time that's happened, for sure.
Sauce.
Okay,
look at that sauce board.
Briefly, before we lose our minds, Nessagrev has just won, so well done, Nessagrev.
Yeah.
And then, so this is 169 is when the game ends.
What a game to win on.
So Hegberg finally dies at 169. I want to see how many turns Hegberg spent in the source.
Oh my goodness. All of them. All of the turns. We're at 119.
Literally 50 turns
50
in the
turns.
source. They had one turn in the middle where they got one block of respite. They got one block of respite.
I see.
A single respite.
50 turns in the source. That needs to be an achievement in itself. Well done.
Wild.
Hegberg.
This
Amazing.
is so wild. Blowing my mind. My mind is blown.
Congratulations, Nessagrev.
Congratulations, Nessagrev. Truly the most charitable person in the Twitch chat, and now our tournament winner.
What has that done to? Also, I do have to appreciate that Nessagrev's name is so long it messes up the messes up the win trophies on this.
Beautiful.
So the points, Aileen, your lead is ridiculous. 143 to 117 because of that.
Yes.
So Aileen, obviously, you will collaborate with your teammates and you'll get their input. But what are you thinking headwise?
It's got to be. I mean, it's going to be something really mystic. Where's my head at?
We're terrible with this stream. We can't be stopped.
We're gonna go into the Discord and we're gonna chat, but I think we got to go with something super mystical. And Nessagrev, I'm gonna be looking at you to like help me with what we choose.
Can you just get like a whole tarot card as a head?
I want that would be incredible. I would love something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be like a crystal ball.
Yes, I was literally about to say crystal ball.
Or maybe
just
some
like
kind
a bunch of planets aligned.
Moon situation. I don't know.
Mercury in retrograde as a head.
Yeah.
Mercury in retrograde. What would that even look like? I don't even know.
A witch's hat would be quite cool as well.
A witch's hat would be cute as heck. Cute as heck.
Okay, so that's the tournament. Thank you all for watching. Thank you even more for taking part. This caster house thing has been new for Summer League. It came together really quickly. We kind of made it up as we went along and added things on and grew it. We would love to hear what you thought about it, whether you enjoyed it, whether you enjoyed being part of the showdowns and being part of the caster house, whether you'd like to see this happen again. Do let us know. Thank you all for joining houses and for branding and for playing along and for turning up on Saturdays to play. And everyone who participated in this tournament, those were some really, really enjoyable games. So thank you so much. I think that leads us to the prize draw.
I gotta put my
Take
crown
your
on.
crown.
Yeah.
As the winner,
Why didn't I do
Okay,
before now?
all right.
It's true. It happened. The caster crown, and I always had it. It was always going to happen.
It was always.
It was meant to be. It was destiny. Yeah. Everyone, type crown into the chat real fast if you haven't. If you've joined us late, it's the keyword for the draw is crown because I'm wearing it, because I want it, because I'm the best.
Oh my god, you're gonna be insufferable for
it's gonna be so terrible. I apologize to everyone who has to deal with me, but Nessagrev, thank you so much. Also, we came from the bottom and now we're here. I was at the full bottom for the first two showdowns. It was really the last one where I became a bit of a winner. And
a comeback story.
Really cinched it.
The real reverse sweep.
The real reverse sweep was me. But let's do this draw and we can give away a 1 month free Battlesnake. Bruce kind of helped. Yeah, that was very useful. It was a team
Wait, hang
effort.
on. Are you telling me that you got ridiculous snakes in multiple? Anyway, do the prize draw. I'm disgusted.
Yeah, well, maybe. Let's do it. We're gonna do a little countdown here to draw for the prize. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Prize. Let's
go.
That's perfect. That's
That's
perfect.
great.
What a consolation prize.
Totally.
That's beautiful. That's a truly beautiful move.
That's awesome.
Meant to be. Way to go. Everybody's a winner.
Smallsco, yeah, I won something.
That makes my heart hurt. Don't like that at all. Okay, so we would DM you with the instructions, and that's I want to run you. Don't go anywhere. Although we've ended, there's a couple of things that are going to happen. So I'm going to run you through some information about the end of the Summer League. Really important if you're playing that you hear about that, and also some shows that are coming up, and also. Don't go anywhere because one of the Battlesnake streamers, White Panther Salma, who has been streaming their Battlesnake development for the last couple of weeks, is going live now or soon. We're going to go and do a raid. So please don't go anywhere. We'd love it if you join us in going and celebrating Salma. But first, let's run through a couple of things. So the competitive ladder for Summer League freezes July 30th. That is next Friday. So you have from now until next Friday. I think it's sometime Pacific time. We said that earlier, but it's in Pacific time, so European snakes have an advantage. You have until next Friday to get as high as you can. Make sure that if you're going to be doing any last changes or optimizations, it's a dangerous time to play it because you break your snake in the last, you might not notice that something you're doing is moving you down the ladder, and then you might end up in a tournament with a bad snake. Dangerous week. Do your best, but don't take risks. Try and get as high as you can. We want to thank our partners for supporting the Summer League as we draw to a close and supporting the stream. That's AWS, RBC, and GitHub. If you are enjoying what we do, and you please let them know that they're doing a great thing by enabling that, and give them a shout out. And that leads me to talk about next Thursday stream. That is 10 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be joined by Brian Douglas, developer advocate at GitHub, and we're going to be building Battlesnakes with GitHub Copilot. If you have not seen it,
Copilot.
It's super cool. GitHub Copilot is a open AI backed system. It's running on like a version of GPT-3 optimized for code called Codex, and we're just gonna straight up see if we can write Battlesnakes using Copilot. I've been trying to get Brian to hang out and do Battlesnakes for a while now, so I'm super glad that we get to do that with a cool technology. So we'll be doing that next Thursday. Come and join us and say hi to GitHub. And then the finale tournament for the Summer League will be next Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Do not miss it. It's going to be, if you thought today's tournaments were all snakes from the Summer League, right? And you saw what happened. Next week is going to be a mess. It's going to be great.
I think Curtis will be back next week. I'll be gone. I'll be getting my tattoo that I can show you guys the following week.
Right.
But
I get to be you next week. Nice.
Yes.
Perfect.
Exactly. Or Curtis,
dirty socks.
Yeah.
So I said, don't go anywhere. We're going to go hang out with White Panther. You will, after we say goodbye, you will see a timer that says until we raid, and then after that timer expires, we will be moved to White Panther stream. Give us some love in chat. Jump into chat. Say hi. Say celebrate. Go mad. But until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Chris and Aileen, for a wonderful time. And we will see you all over in White Panther stream. And I guess we'll just awkwardly sit here and talk until that raid happens.
All right. We could just talk about how much of a winner I am.
It's happening. We've got 12 raiders, 16 raiders. We're not going to talk about how much of a winner you are. I'm going to completely ignore that.
Yeah, I've noticed that you're trying to bulldoze right over my incredible win here.
Congratulations, House Aileen.
Yay!
All right, with 22 raiders.
Bye.
Bye.